It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Might have something to do with the last time you were here, you were wearing like rags, and now you're wearing like full armor. Might be why you're a bit hotter.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
I'm beginning to love that attack. It's such a great, like, get off me attack. This music's a bit weird, yeah. This music's a bit like, we're going on an adventure.
All right.
Grab your finest sword and your shield. We're going on an adventure. We're on a stealth mission inside of a volcano. Not, you know, on the front lines of a epic battle. Still a good song though. Uh-oh. Ow. That hunt prepared me for this. He does the same attacks. I've learned his ways, and I still am getting owned by him.
Nice try.
Man, that move does so much dagger damage, it's nuts. So, I have a question that I would like you guys to answer because I'm curious. I don't know, because I don't know if it's just like the level I'm in or the way I'm chaining combos or whatever. But I like the stagger mechanic a lot. I like the way it works. I like how there's regular damage and stagger damage. Like, I think it's all good. But I'm having a bit of an issue with the fact that almost every battle I've ever had has been 2 staggers and they're dead. And I wonder if you guys had the same issue up to this point. Like, no matter what I fight, whether it be a mini-boss, a boss, a hunt, it always feels like I get 2 staggers and they die on the second one. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like health doesn't matter. I just get to the second stagger and I win. Like, stagger and health are too similar, like Oops said. There isn't like an enemy where it's like, oh, this one's really hard to stagger, but I killed him before I staggered him, or he's really easy to stagger, but I have to stagger him multiple times. It's always like 2 staggers and then their health is gone, like around the same time. Either right when I get the second stagger or like at the end of the second stagger, they die. Yeah, I just wondered, because I feel like there's a bit of a I guess my point is, I wish that stagger and damage were a bit separated. And also, it would be nice if that was part of the gear. You know, what you have damage and you have stagger damage, so why don't we have weapons that some of them do a lot of damage and some of them do a lot of stagger? So you could walk into a fight and be like, oh, this is an enemy that's really hard to stagger. I need to equip my weapon that has more stagger. Instead, every weapon just has the same attack and the same stagger. So what's the point of even having two separate stats? You know, like that would be a really easy way to make the weapons actually matter. You know, if they were struggling, like, we can't figure out how to make the weapons matter. We can't, because there's no elements. So even though we have Levin Bolt and Braveheart and the fire one and the air one that I had to get rid of to make this, we can't figure out how to make the weapons unique because we don't have any elements in this game. Well, just give them different stagger numbers. And then there'd actually be a reason to equip one over the other. Like, that seems so simple to me, but instead it's like, every enemy just dies in 2 staggers. Every weapon just has the same exact attack to stagger ratio. That'd be such a nice, easy way to make these weapons matter. It's a shame.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
That'll be fine. You're traveling with Shiva. I think she's got this. Is this the first time we've seen her demi form or whatever it's called?
This is going to be close. Come on!
Semi-prime, yeah. I think that's the first time we've seen her semi-prime.
No. That's not.
You are the literal icon of fire. Just walk across it. But he can't control his powers.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Alright. Why are we fighting bombs here? We fought bombs in the previous area. This is a volcano. Just leave the bombs to here. Should have given us something else in the other level. We run out of enemies. I think we fought bombs in the other crystal area, right? Or am I misremembering? We fought some bombs in Final Fantasy XIII too, so that might be what I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure we fought bombs in the area with the robots, right?
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
Just crank the thing.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
No, the area with the mother, or wait. No, that wasn't the area with the mother crystals. That was you're right, that was Phoenix Gate. That was the Aura Flannery place, whatever the heck. Yeah. So I mean, I guess that was Phoenix Gate, and I guess that was kind of a fiery area. I don't know. It was more robot than fire, but...
What the hell is that?
That's
I
new.
have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Fire-aga. It feels so weird fighting a fire flan with physical fire stuff. The two things that would normally not work. Physical damage and fire damage. But none of that matters in this game, so it works just fine. I mean, it's at the point now where I feel like maybe I should just do staggered, like, just equip a bunch of stagger abilities. Because I have all this stuff that does big damage. But what's the point? I just stagger every enemy twice and win. You know what I mean? Like... I am genuinely considering changing my build and just doing all stagger damage stuff. Because I have 2 abilities equipped whose sole purpose is to deal giant damage when I get them staggered, right? But every fight, I end up getting that second stagger and then killing them. So it doesn't matter how much damage I'm doing. Like there, whether or not I do that big damage or not, that dude's dying on the second stagger. So... Ooh. An equipment that's better than my thing. Wow. Exciting. But, you know, I like doing big damage, so I'm probably not going to change, but... Because big damage is fun. What is this? A boss rush?
But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
First we fight the marble, now we fight this thing?
They're peaceful creatures.
Is this Mega Man? Fighting all the past bosses? I just precision dodged in midair, that was sick. Did you say your move? Sounded like Yu-Gi-Oh! Your move! Well, that's different. I gotta shoot off little magic shots more often while I'm repositioning. I always forget to because they don't really do much, but... Boom! 13K! I saw that one. I saw that one.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Woo! Woo! Just going into maximum overdrive. Fire water, that made no sense. That's not how water works. Oh, get blasted. Oh, I thought I dodged that.
Better already. Nice try.
Uh-oh. I knew as soon as I did that attack, it was a mistake. Casual 33k. To be fair, I only just barely killed him on the second stagger. So if I didn't have my big damage abilities, I probably would have had to fight him a bit longer after that second stagger. So there you go. At least that fight, it seemed like my damage stuff was worth it. Reasoning accepted.
Hurt.
Just hot.
Emotionally. Okay, I'm sorry. That was incredible. The way she held that, or he held that, she was like, just hot, and he's just like, I have a bag of water. This will solve all of your problems.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here, here.
Medieval Capri Sun.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
See, it's kind of cool though, because although we like meme about how could you be hot, you're Shiva, it does kind of fit the lore because they don't want to use their powers unless they have to. Like at least their dominant powers. They don't want to use them because they don't want to. Although I did see, like, we had a conversation before about how it seems like they don't waste away as much as the others. Like Sid, especially, every time he used his powers, he like started choking up blood, and they don't seem to have the same issue, but it might just be because they're younger. But I think that there's always the hesitation to use their powers. Like even when they went to go do that bridge, like she didn't just plop up the ice right away. She like thought about it and then was like, okay, it's worth it to use it here, kind of thing. So it always kind of fits into that. They're always reserved. They don't want to just like throw out their powers all willy-nilly. Man, the lighting in this game is truly crazy good. The more I see it, the more I realize how good it is.
Lady Marley, it's me. Python Mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
Yeah, no one noticed that. Don't worry about it. How's it going, Fried? Thank you so much for the 46 months, man. Doing well.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
She's like, oh. Uh-oh.
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This'll stop him.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Now we're talking.
Come on, Clive.
Now this sounds like the music I was waiting for. No more goofy military mission. Oregon intensifies.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Oops. Accidentally used an item. Oh, not see that guy. That was terrifying. Hey, you over there. Die. I didn't know how much range that would have. Oh my god, you see that damage Torgal did? Goodness. Torgal's not messing around. It's over here. It's kind of got a bit of a Ultimecia Castle vibe, I agree. I cannot pet dog. He's in attack mode. Can only pet dog in defense mode. Don't madge me. Madge Square Enix. Glitch the game.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
I stop doing that. Do it too early and then I end up whiffing everything. I think the idea, whoever's idea it was to have that pop-up telling you how much stagger damage you did, I think that was like absolutely genius. Because it's a bit hard to tell really what you're doing with the abilities unless you like go into the training tool. So that's such a nice way to like just get a general read on how much damage you're doing and how your combos are working. Because you usually save up your best stuff for staggers anyway, so it just kind of works out. Dude, the Garuda takedown is 100% like the best thing. You just get a free, you know, like 2 abilities on every enemy when it gets to half stagger. Half the time it's a free stagger. If I save my other ability, my other Garuda ability, it's practically a free stagger every time I get them to half stagger. And it's free, it's... because you always have it, it's not an ability you have to equip. Ooh, 1200 gil. Is this a dead end? I guess it is. Where's my 2 gil? Wait. It can't be a dead end. There's no dead ends in my hallway simulator. Torgal, where do we go? I might be asking him in a second. Wait. Oh, that's a dead body. I thought I thought that was like a sack in front of it or something. Just dead body. Whoops. Whoops, dead body.
Clive, there's something I need you to know.
Uh-oh.
I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
Whoa, spooky. Again, this gives me such an Elden Ring vibe. These big doorways and the backgrounds and the crystals and just like how massive everything is. Such a big... and like the big mountains. Love it though.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
free stagger. He didn't get a chance to attack. What?
Nice try.
Figured he'd be dead after that. And I saw a bit of the FPS drop there. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely really important that they have a lot of, like, big enemy fights because the AoE attacks would be kind of useless without them. And a lot of the mechanics are best when there's a lot of enemies. But honestly, my teammates are so strong that half the time I only have to deal with one, maybe two enemies because Torgal kills everything else in the meantime. Like, I always go for the biggest enemy, and by the time I kill the biggest enemy, everything else is dead. Because of how strong my teammates are. Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, almost kind of gets rid of the whole purpose of having multiple enemies. But I was saying last week, I like the fact that you have these teammates that are actually strong because you can have these big battles with a ton of enemies and it feels way more epic, you know? Even if you really only targeted one, maybe two enemies, it makes the battles feel so much cooler having all these enemies to fight, you know? Makes the whole thing feel more epic. If you don't want FPS drops, switch to resolution. Is that because it'll stick to 15?
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you. Who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it? This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
She ain't messing around.
Now!
Right.
Well.
Jill! Defeat! Come on. Remember how it felt? Why? Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
Oh, there's that song again. Every time we go Ifrit, it plays this, like, song.
We better make this quick.
By the way, just wanted to say, this game is like a masterclass in crafting villains. That dude was so slimy and, like, instantly hateable. It's so good. It's so good at making you hate characters, like, immediately. It's fantastic.
Thanks, boy. Slow.
That's some damage.
Damn it.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
Wee. He's a doggo now. He's a dragon now.
Nice try.
That wasn't smart.
Help me, boy.
11th hour. That's terrifying. Oh my god. What's happening? I'm stuck. It seems like enemies are starting to get like actual DMs now, like Kingdom Hearts style. Ooh. Man, that stagger damage was nuts.
Too slow.
Okay, that was dope. I get the epic finish. Boom! Fragrant coral. He smells nice. Yeah, that one took 3 staggers. Still, though, it seems I always kill on a stagger, so it's like... Yeah. Like, especially that one, I think lower damage wouldn't have mattered because I had to get 3 staggers. I almost certainly would have killed him on the 3rd stagger regardless. Here you go, there's some coughing.
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here, use this.
one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Torgal's like, come on, guys. It's time to go. Stop talking.
Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Phoenix Gate, not the place with the crystal, but Phoenix Gate. That's interesting.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Trophy.
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding.
Oh my god, it's the same little
I
girl.
have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Oh, we finally know her name. Bro, Joshua is such an incredible freaking character. It just blows me away. Every scene he's in is so interesting.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbreque need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks, and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
What?
The looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
What? He's gonna give up his entire nation just to kill Clive.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Bro, she is like the most evil that ever eviled. Holy cow. I've never seen a better, like I said, man. This game is so good with its villains.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
So, first of all, Kupka's willing to give up his entire kingdom to kill Clive, which is like, okay, what? Second off, she's like, that's like the perfect deal for her, because she wants Clive dead anyways. So, like, she gets Clive dead and a whole kingdom. Then she's gonna put her new son in charge, I have a feeling that her real plan is to put her son in charge and then kill the emperor and then have control of both countries through her son and through her. I'm guessing that's what her plan is. And then for some reason he has the whole doll thing is creeping me out. I wonder if she has like control of him or something, because he doesn't seem to be like all there. So maybe she's like in control of him too. I don't know, but dude, she is wild, man. And we haven't even seen her for a while. We finally see her again, and she's like even more evil than she's been in the past. Like every time we see her, she's doing like the most evil thing imaginable. They are setting her up so well. But yeah, I can't get over that Kupka thing. He's just like, yep, you can have all of Sandbreak. I just want to kill Clive. That's literally all I care about. He's willing to give up his whole country. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's ever liked the guys around him anyways, but like, what the heck? That is some rage right there. That is some you killed my girl rage. Just to give up your whole country. But that begs the question, what can she do that he can't? Like, why does he need her help? Is she gonna trap us into, or is she just gonna use the power of the Empire to capture me, or is she gonna lure me in, or how's it gonna pan out?
Oh, bother.
Because obviously they have a plan.
What do you now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not.
It's extremely
important. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear?
Giant.
Let's just stop back there. From the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.